Living outside of Rehoboth Beach, but helping make its decisions. Good evening, I'm Mallory Metzner.
And I'm Britt Leone. Welcome to our Coast TV News at 6. We're starting tonight with the city of Rehoboth Beach considering changing who can take part in city government.
New today, the city of Rehoboth Beach just voted to eliminate out-of-towners from being able to serve on town advisory committees and vote on the citywide issues. The mayor says advisory committees used to only be open to people who owned property or businesses in the city, but a past administration changed that policy. Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber is in our newsroom. Elisa, Mayor Mills mentioned Rehoboth Beach is the last of the coastal towns to allow out-of-towners on committees.
Mallory, the mayor says people who live or own businesses in Rehoboth Beach have been wondering for years why people who do not live or work in the city are allowed to make important decisions. Jeremy Pringle lives in Lewis but works at Coral Cove in Rehoboth Beach. He thinks Rehoboth's decisions are best made by people who call the nation's summer capital home.
I moved from a place that was also a summer resort area where part-timers were making decisions, and needless to say, some of the decisions were not helpful to the full-time community.
The city of Rehoboth Beach says for the past few years, people who live in the city or own businesses in Rehoboth Beach wondered why those who don't live here or own property here are allowed to shape government decisions.
And up until a few years ago, all the membership on the lesser committees was in-town folks by way of being an owner, property owner, or resident. The last administration, they changed the policy. They expanded the membership on these lesser committees to out-of-towners.
The city says out-of-towners were not supposed to be able to vote, but chairs have unintentionally allowed it. Mayor Mills says the purpose of the policy change is to eliminate the confusion on who can and cannot vote. Some Rehoboth Beach residents tell Coast TV they are pleased the city is listening.
Absolutely, I think it's a good idea because people that own businesses and live here, most likely full-time here, and they know the issues that the town might have, and I think that's a good idea.
The city says out-of-towners will still be able to serve on task forces. Mayor Mills told me if the majority votes in favor of changing the policy, it will most likely take effect immediately. Back to you.
Thank you, Elisa. The task force for Rehoboth Beach is responsible for specific topics they're instructed by the committee to find information on. The committee presents the information found by the task force to the mayor and city commissioners at city meetings. Task forces will remain open to out-of-town people, but the committee won't. And that brings us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know, do you think that out-of-towners should be allowed to serve on coast town committees? Let's take a look at the updated results.
Yeah, so far it looks like a lot of you are strongly opposed, 83% saying no and only 17% saying yes. Yes, if you have an opinion on this, you can still vote at WRDE.com or on the mobile app. We're going to show you those updated results later in the newscast.